That's right. You are watching KTTV Kung Fu Week. Remember that?
Yeah, totally.
When I was a kid, I didn't have cable. I want to watch. I'm gonna be a poser and say I want to watch cinema. Oh man, let me tell you something, man. Last weekend we were in, or a couple of weekends ago we were in
San Luis Obispo.
No, we were in Tucson, Arizona, or like Martin Riddle states, Tucson, Arizona. And
Bro.
Tucson, man, it's been a while since I've been there, and it is flat, a lot of cactus.
Very flat, big valley area. It's weird how we have the valley here in LA, but then we have Silicon Valley, but they're in a big valley. It's very flat, very bowl looking. We didn't get a lot of time to go see everybody, to go see things, because we usually that's one thing I like on your tours is you want to go places and I want to go places, so we usually get to go see the town. But this time we didn't get to do that, so we didn't get to see because I heard it's really the downtown's really beautiful, but the theater was sold out. It was a sold out show, huge ass theater, dog.
Yeah, man.
People were awesome, man. Tucson, you were amazing.
But when I was a kid, dog, we didn't like my dad. We would go watch movies at the drive-in theaters. Over there in Santa Fe Springs, and we never went to a snack bar. I mean, I went to a snack bar with no money, but we never go to a snack bar with my parents to buy food.
Never.
I
didn't know, bro. I didn't know there was a snack bar. What was crazy is because when you go to the movies, you got to pee. If you're a dude, because my uncle would roll up with a big old van, and we'd sit on top of the van, and the parents would sit inside the van and drink. And if you had to pee, you just peed on the little area, right?
So what if you get executed by the broken speaker next door?
Dude, one time I had to poop, and my dad had to walk me to the area where the snack bar is and the arcade, and I felt fucking betrayed. I was like, there's a snack bar and a fucking arcade, and you didn't tell us this shit?
Not only that, bro, but right in front of the where the screen is, there's a jungle gym.
No, yes, that's right.
We used to go, my brother and I, we used to go there and play on the swings and a slide.
Yeah, we had the same thing.
And we used to just have a good time. And then we just run back to the car to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Bro, sometimes my dad would get mad at me because I would say something stupid in the movie, or, oh, that guy looks like my dad, or, something dumb to make everybody laugh, or fart, or start fighting with my brother Angel, that they would kick me out of the truck. And I'll be outside all cold with my jacket holding the other speaker, bro.
You fucked up.
I was outside holding a speaker like this. And then when they would laugh at something, I would go and they go, ha ha ha, and they come back.
Is that real? Are you serious, dude? That's so fucking funny.
But my dad would never, bro, buy anything like that. Dude, I have a memory of my dad taking me to the drive-in theater, and it was only me and him.
Okay.
I don't even know why, but it was only me and him. I don't know what he must have been caught cheating or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say
it was a drive-in.
Right, but you could have gone to a movie theater as opposed to a drive-in. Is more like you take the whole family because it's cheaper.
So getting back to food at movie theaters.
Yeah.
My dad would always buy KFC.
Oh, nice.
He loved KFC. So he would buy KFC, bro. Everybody around me is eating. I don't even know what they're eating, bro, because KFC will just take over that smell.
Yeah, dude.
So we're eating KFC extra crisp, the original.
Oh my God, it smells so
with
good.
Biscuits.
Right.
And we never back then. I don't know they didn't have mac and cheese back then. I guess.
Right.
But we have mashed potato and gravy, and coleslaw, and because we're Mexican and Mexican culture took over that neighborhood, they had jalapenos in little sandwich bags.
Nice, ready to go.
So my dad, dude, he would not one time he would always do this, but I didn't know he would do this till this happened. My dad would get the KFC box or the bucket or the thing that he had, and this fool wanted to wait till the movie starts to get to eat.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So, and I'm like a ravaged rescue dog outside of the truck, bro, just waiting to be first.
Right.
And he would put the fucking KFC bucket inside the car where the motor was to keep it warm.
Keep it warm. I've never met your dad, but I would like to one day. I want to shake his hand just for that.
So,
dude, that's the shit right there.
Okay, bro. That's the shit, right? For a while, right?
Yeah.
Till you start the car, forget that it's in there, bro.
Oh.
And they're still trying to eat it, eh?
You have to. You spend money on it. He made you eat it, huh?
Bro, that shit smell like smoke, bro.
like it tasted like gasoline.
I know what a smog check tastes like when it doesn't pass.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Bro, he knew right away when it fell off when he moved the car forward,
right. Dog. When he heard it fall.
And he went over there like grabbed the pieces, and he must have given him the one that fell near the.
Hey, bro.
Someone had a little piece of oil, bro, a little bit of fiberglass.
I can't tell you how many times Bobby's gotten the chicken that fell on the floor.
It's the law of the West.
You have to, yeah. You can't give me, yeah.
Bro, you drop that wing, and then you pick it up in front of him, kiss it, and you give it back to him, bro.
If it's my lady, I take the piece that fell on the floor. But if it's my kid, my kid gets the piece that fell on the floor. That's the.
If you live in my house and you ask for water, you're gonna get a dirty cup, eh? Yeah. If you live in my house, I got time. Look for cupboards.
Did you have to wash your cups? Like, I remember at my grandma's, we had to wash the cups before she gave them to us. I don't know why. I have no fucking clue to this day why.
That's how I realize you're getting older right now, man, when you're saying that. That's how you know you're getting older, man. You fall asleep with a cup of water right next to you.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's bedtime 101.
Bro, I've had the same, the first time I ever did that cup stood there on the side forever, bro. Then I finally drank it like a week later.
It tastes gross.
Then I put that cup away, bro.
You ever left it there for like a week?
And it didn't taste that bad, bro. I've had worse, but I had chicken and motor oil.
Right, that's true. That's very true. But have you ever done that where you leave your water and then it goes for about a week, you don't touch it, and then you wake up in that one moment in the middle of the night choking and you need water like that? So bro, you slam it and it tastes like shit.
Bro, when you're married and you live with someone for many years, you start to notice how bad that is. Like, I didn't know, like, I had to get married, bro, to find out that if you leave alcohol open or mouthwash open or peroxide open, that after a couple of days, it don't work no more.
Yes, yeah.
Because all the alcohol goes away out.
Right. All the shit that works.
And all the things go away.
The active ingredient.
So no wonder, man, all these years, bro, I still have bad breath. That fucking cut still got infected.
Yeah, we're doing it wrong. Yeah, you're doing it wrong. Dude, when I got married and
so the alcohol, when I rubbed the alcohol on my fucking on my shoe, no wonder that dirt didn't come off.
It's just water at that point.
And the infection in my knee was still there.
I think that's general man thinking. Like, why do I need a cap on it? I'm just gonna take it off next time.
But that's how, like, when we went to the drive-in movie theater with my parents, my family, it was always like KFC. I know people are saying, "Oh, you think you're all bad, eh?" Hey, we didn't go to the drive-ins every week. We didn't go, like, I didn't even know when these Spanish movies came out.
Right.
Like when you watch American television, I don't know how it's now because, you know, I got rid of my cable. I don't watch no television like that. My TV comes with stuff that looks at me and goes, to block ads in 5 seconds, so I don't watch the whole commercial. Right. And then I mute commercials, bro. I don't want to get influenced. I don't want to know what you're doing, Christy Brinkley.
You mute the commercials. Wow.
I leave the
consciously.
room, bro. I
Really?
change the channel, bro.
My dad used to change the channel, and it would frustrate me because, like, I go, well, wait, I thought we were watching this show. He'd go, oh, this is a commercial. But then he would tune back in, and it would be like 10 seconds back into the show, and we missed that part. So for me, I watch the commercials because I have to. I don't enjoy them, but I never thought of muting and leaving because you do get you easily get influenced.
Bro, I mute and go to my phone and get more influence.
Right, that's true too. That's very true. But you do get like that's the thing, man. Is like I used to watch this commercial, the Diamond Center. Do you guys have the Diamond Center in LA, or was that just a Bay Area thing?
Yeah, the Diamond Center.
With Paul from the Diamond Center.
Yeah, you buy the best diamonds cuts, better than all the West. We
Right.
got the best prices.
Yes.
60 for 44% off.
Exactly.
And it's like an ad. It comes at you.
I used to go, how much does this fucking work for you, bro? You're paying tons of money. I'd never once needed a fucking diamond. Never, bro. Why is there a fucking commercial for the diamonds?
You have diamond buried in the ocean, bro. So.
Fast forward to getting married. I need to get a diamond. The Diamond Center. Bro, it was the first place I went to, and that's when I realized advertising works. Advertising works so good.
Advertising works so good that everything that you call a Band-Aid is not really a Band-Aid because a Band-Aid is just a brand.
Right.
Johnson & Johnson Band-Aid.
Yep.
That's the brand name of the band of what you're putting on your cut.
Well, remember we used to say, can you Xerox this?
But everybody says Band-Aid, even no matter what, huh?
Yeah.
Can you Xerox this? Were you from 1935?
Right, 85. Because it's originally Bandage, and then Band-Aid kind of snuck it in there, I feel like. But that's the thing, man, is like, I'm trying to think of what else we do where we go, oh, yeah.
Kleenex.
Kleenex is another one, not tissue. Kleenex.
No matter where you, like if you go to.
That's the one I was thinking
Kleenex,
about. Yeah.
Ranch. Nice everything, eh?
Yeah, I don't know about that one because you might be right though. Because like Hidden Valley Ranch was where I first started eating ranch dressing. That was Hidden Valley because they made an Italian, they made a Thousand Island, and they made a ranch dressing. So you actually might be right on that one.
On what?
On ranch. That it was one thing, and then everybody just copied it, and now it's...
Because it was called Hidden Valley Ranch dressing.
Right. It might be.
Yeah, and then...
I'll have to research that one.
Do it, please. And then, because I know that buttermilk dressing, it pretty much tastes like ranch.
Isn't that ranch?
It has to be, right?
Yeah, buttermilk is ranch. You're right. I bet you're right, bro.
Boom.
Holy shit, dude. We're fucking geniuses.
History for fools. See,
History
you don't
for
got to go
fucking
anywhere
fools.
to
Don't
ask
fuck with us.
questions like, is ranch and buttermilk the same? I've had them both. They are.
They are. That's right.
When I first had ranch, oh my God, it changed my life, bro. Like, of course, the first time I ever had ranch was in Tucson, Arizona at E.G.'s Fast Food. I had fries with ranch and bacon
Was
bits.
that the first time you ever had ranch,
so
really?
delicious, bro.
Do you remember what year that was?
It was probably 1999.
Maybe for me it was a little earlier, 94. And ranch was new. And the De La Garzas, which was this family that we would hang out with, ate. This is our catch up.
Do you think they're all fat?
Nobody ever. No, they were actually really good. They were really a beautiful family. Okay, so we just found out through Philip.
Yeah, go ahead.
That ranch was created by a guy named Steve Henson.
Yeah, bro, that's Jim Henson from the Muppets brother.
He's like, hey man, I want to get in the ranch game.
Yeah,
and
bro,
Jim is like, no way, bro. I'm gonna do this puppet thing. You're a fucking loser, and those puppets are never gonna go anywhere.
Then he gave him a karate chop.
Hi-ya! And it was invented in Alaska, and it was sold to Clorox for how much? $8 million in what year? 1972. So in 1972, Clorox knew ranch was going to be the new ketchup in 1999. Buttermilk, mayo, and herbs. Son of a bitch, dude. So it was, and it was called ranch back then, or was it called? Okay, so he called it ranch. Okay, so we didn't get it right. I'm sorry, Felipe. We'll have to just move on from that.
But we all know that French dressing is Butch Escobar's favorite dressing.
French? No way.
The orange dress. That's your favorite, right?
That's you're talking about, yes. I was gonna say that's Thousand Island. Yeah, that's my
No, bro. Tell me that orange one needs to give it elementary school.
No, fuck no. That shit is so gross, dude. That shit is so gross. I remember that.
No, that salad dressing would always come with a side of lettuce with your fish sticks.
I hated fucking fish sticks day.
Yeah, bro, with fish sticks.
They were so
that salad with fucking French dressing on top, bro. Orange.
Fish sticks were so gross, dude. I don't know how people can eat that shit. Like,
because you never had a good purple one, bro.
I fucking hate fish sticks, dude. And they fuck up your house for a good whole day, dude. I fuck fish sticks, dude. They used to give that to us in kindergarten, and it'd be like, today's fish sticks day.
You're the first warriors I ever met that don't like fish sticks, bro.
Really?
Nah.
I'm sure that was the thing, was I was always be like, I would go to a friend's house.
But you're like, all fish sticks, even the ones in restaurants?
Never fucked with
like
fish
fucking,
sticks.
even the good ones, the British fish sticks they got in London Bridge in Monterey.
That's different. No, that's like a fillet, bro. Like that's battered fish.
That's a badass fish.
That's dude.
Nobody could say no to that fish.
No, but Gorton's, like the shit that was in the
Sorry,
bag.
gross, dog.
Did you have to eat that? Did you have to eat? I would go to, like, my mom would be like, "Oh, you're going to someone's house or your homie's house or whatever," and it'd be like, "We're making fish sticks." I'd be like, "Oh, fuck that, dude. Fuck, I'm not fucking eating, dude." And I would take a fish stick and I would put it in my shirt, and then I would go to the bathroom. I'd be like, I have to go to the bathroom, and then I'd go to the bathroom, and then I'd fucking flush the fish stick down the toilet.
I like fish sticks even back then, but right now everything you're saying is hitting me in the head.
Yeah.
And I'm having every bad fish stick is flashing in my face right now.
So gross.
Because I could name all of them, bro. I remember getting a bad fish stick at a restaurant, and it was the one, bro. You know what I'm talking about, when it looks wet, but it's really cooked.
It's like it looks like it looks like a fry. It was supposed to be fried, but it's got a little pool on the top of it of water, or some kind of like disgusting like fish stick, like.
Or it's so bad that it's kind of cold that when the ketchup now looks like you can see the water on the ketchup.
When you bite into it and the center's cold.
Yeah.
I hate fish sticks, dude.
Bro, when you're probably gonna like this story. When I went to Boise, Idaho, to do a college gig at Emory College,
right?
They had a McDonald's next to my hotel, so I mosey on over there. I walked over there, and they had fish fillets, the fillet of fish from McDonald's. But dog, for the first time in my life, I saw they had a double fish fillet sandwich.
That's fucking gross, bro. A single fish fillet is gross.
Bro, I never. I'm remembering now that I don't eat fish, that how much of that silver stuff is on that fish fillet, bro.
You know where the fish comes from?
A farm, probably.
Fuck no, bro. You wish. That would cost way too much money. Imagine that McDonald's sells these for what? $1.89, maybe $2, $2.50 now. Okay, how much? Yeah, right.
The 70s, bro.
But fish fillets. I mean, you're talking millions of people have to eat this fish. There's no way the fish farms cost too much. Regular fucking fish that you could catch in the ocean, or salmon, any of that's way too expensive. And it's illegal to fish that many fish. So what they do is they hire Japanese fishermen to go out and fucking send to the middle of the coldest oceans. And they send down nets to this area that's legal to fish because we don't know what species they are. And they just drag it and they pull up all this ugly, gross, these fucked up looking cockroach fish, dude. Like they look fucked up, bro. They haven't seen the light yet. They're all fucking messed up. And that's what we use for fish fillets. And it's fucking disgusting, dude.
That is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Because I mean, they're like cockroach fish.
And the fish, when I was a little kid, you know, man, you watch these commercials with fillet of fish, and you think that they actually got like a whole fish and cut it up in as many little fish fillets they can.
Right.
So we get 4 fish fillets out of this fish.
No.
And throw the rest away.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's when you start learning about the food industry and the real 4-5 basic food groups. You know, you realize that if you would do that, they'll lose money.
Yeah.
They'll have to break the whole fish down, you know, paint it white again,
Right.
get it probably in a little mold, and bake the little
So
fish
what they
fillets.
do is
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, no, that's
What?
It's called pollock. Yeah. It's fucking a gross shit fish.
They call pollock, bro, the classic fish.
I tell you about the Polish fish. Never mind. But yeah, they grind it down into a paste, and then they cake it, and then they fry it. So if you're grinding fish, right? Let's say you're a fucking guy getting paid $4.75 an hour on a shitty boat.
Can I
in
get a
Alaska.
raise? $5.50.
Okay, I'll give you $5.50. Right. Fine. I
You'll
need you to
go,
grind
boss.
this fish, but before you grind this fish, throw it in the grinder. I need you to take off the fins. I need you to take out the guts. I need you to make sure this thing's thoroughly clean. Okay? I'm going to leave you to it now, and I'm going to walk away. Is that what you're going to do? Are you going to just throw fucking fish
What
in the
am I, your
grinder?
wife's ex? I ain't got time for that.
Exactly, bro. So that's what you fucking eating when you eat a fillet of fish. Hey, what does the fish look like, the pollock? It's pretty ugly, right? It's a cheaper version
There
of
it is,
cod.
bro. It's a cheaper version of cod.
Okay, so I was wrong in that it was ugly, but it's still a shit fish. If you look up pollocks, I don't know, dude. Polish people are gonna be pissed because I keep calling them pollocks, pollock or whatever. Yeah, it's supposed to be a gross fish. And they're like these huge, there's these huge boats that sit off the coast of Alaska. And all these fucking boats go out and they fucking drag their nets towards the bottom and they pull in this fucking shit fish. And then they take it to this one boat in the middle and it's all these fucked up, bro. You know, people who work on fucking fish boats in Alaska, they're people who can't get jobs anywhere else.
People that won't star in a Latin film.
People that are going to, yeah.
I saw a message right now. Man, these guys are not even talking about Latino cinema.
Where did we go, bro? Where did we go? Why do we do that to each other?
Oh, man, it was all that Reefer Madness we were watching.
We got high.
Remember those films?
What? The Reefer Madness?
Reefer Madness, did you watch
Fuck
those?
Yeah, dude.
You know, they probably made those films in every country, huh?
Probably, but that one was pretty prolific itself just because of like the what is it, the novelty aspect of it, but it was a dumb movie.
One of the movies that I remember watching as a kid, you know, on a big screen, and it was, you mentioned Pedro Infante.
Yeah.
He has a son, and I always thought that this guy was not his real son. I always thought that later on in my life, I thought that maybe, you know, he just made up that name, but he actually was his son, Pedro Infante Jr.
Oh, really?
He's in this movie, a cult classic in Mexico that should be redone. Like every Mexican American, every Latino American, Hispanic, Latinx who has a father in their like from 38 and up has seen this movie or heard of this movie because the song of the movie lives on because Los Tigres del Norte, that was the first movie.
What's the name of the movie?
La Banda del Carro Rojo.
Oh, you were playing that song
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
The band with a red car, right? And Los Tigres del Norte, the band, they have like a minimal part in the movie. This movie is it's like about a Mexican guy who crosses over to the border and goes. This movie was shot in Mexico, and this movie was shot way after the golden age of Mexico. So when this movie was shot, I think it was the 1970s. And if you watch any movie from 1973, and this is not something I read, this is only something I know from watching films. You know, because I went to the drivers a lot. You know, and a lot of these movies are more dealing with what's going on right now. You know, they have a lot of, they're not social justice warriors, but
Right.
they're showing what's going on right now.
Like what's
you know?
really happening.
Like this movie was the whole movie is mainly about drug trafficking.
Okay.
It's just drug trafficking.
Okay.
Right? And if you listen to the movie La Banda de Cada Rojo by los Tigres del Norte, pretty much the song is the whole movie.
Right.
He goes, salieron de San Isidro. And he goes, they came out of San Isidro. And they're bringing in like 10 kilos. They have like a bunch of coke or marijuana, mota.
Right.
Back then,
whatever it is, it's a kilo.
Back then, bro.
It's not coffee.
It was like Narcos, the first episode when they're just dealing with weed.
Right.
So these guys were the year this came out, they were bringing a lot of weed through Mexico. That was during those times, before they started bringing in coke.
What year is this?
Like 1977 or 78.
Oh, okay.
70 something.
Oh, okay.
That was before Mexico was bringing in coke at that time, but not at the rate that they're doing it now.
It was marijuana.
Marijuana, like in Narcos, Carlos Quintero and those guys. They were just the biggest suppliers of marijuana. So in this movie, they're bringing in weed. So this guy is he's the Pedro Infante Jr. He crosses the border illegally, bro. And he's living like in somewhere in, I don't know where the fuck he's living, like San Isidro, right? The border town. He hangs out at this bar where Los Tigres always play, right?
Rad.
So along the way, he meets like this guy is like the Charles Bronson of Mexico cinema. And you can look him up right now. His name is Fernando Allende. Or Fernando Almada. I think it's Fernando Almada, right, Philip? And he has a brother, right, named Mario Almada. Fernando and Mario Almada. They're brothers. And these guys, they're old actors. But as far as being in gritty cowboy movies or shooting bad motherfuckers, Mario Almada and Fernando Almada, right? They're the brothers, huh? And they're in that movie, Banda de Cada Rojo, huh? Yeah, they're bad actors, right? Bro, there's a movie, I'm going to get off subject, but to talk about another movie where
Go for it.
Where Mario Almada and their brothers, they're friends in this movie, and they're drug traffickers. And, bro, something bad happens, and he's about to go get some badass Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson, motherfucking revenge.
Nice.
Guns of the Navarone, motherfucker, right?
Guns of the Navarone.
But this motherfucker goes visit he was trying to save up money, bro, from drug dealing.
Right.
To pay for a mouth operation, right?
Okay.
From trafficking drugs. So this motherfucker goes leave flowers on his mom's gravesite because he didn't make it on time. And it's this song plays, bro. Dos coronas a mi madre al panteón voy a dejar. By los cadetes iluminares is the singer. He goes, he's saying 2 crowns of roses I go leave for my mom at her gravesite.
Okay.
And then he keeps singing more about his mom. Cada día los días de las madres es un triste día para mí. He goes, every Mother's Day is the saddest day for me.
Okay.
Ba.
Yeah,
But anyways, so after he goes, they show his lighter side.
Right.
But after that, bro, he meets up with his brother in the movie, which is his like friend. And motherfucker, bro, they let these motherfuckers have it.
Killers.
So at that movie, bro, La Banda de Cada Rojo, there's a guy called El Soplón. And that's the guy.
What does that mean?
The rat. So this fool was jealous of that those guys were always bringing in drugs, bro.
Right.
Because they became like drug traffickers. That guy, Pedro Infante Jr., Armando Almada, Fernando Almada.
Okay.
They're like buddies now, bro. They're bringing in drugs. They're getting fame. So like the guy they started with, like they're too big for him now. They don't need him no more. And the fool gets all jealous. So they're about to make their biggest load ever. And that guy makes a phone call. Cuidado que ahorita como a las 3 de la tarde va a pasar un carro colorado lleno de pura coca, bate masado, bate pesado. Whatever, dude. He calls the DEA or whatever and goes, the Texas Rangers. And he tells them, hey, man, there's going to be a fucking motherfucker coming in.
Right.
So this car, along the way to bring in the drugs, these fools get into a mean old fucking gun battle with some fools trying to rob them, like other cartels.
Yeah.
Whatever. So they kill one of their homies in that shootout. So when they fucking pick up a bunch of mud and they cover up the bullet holes with mud for the fucking border patrol won't see it.
Dope.
So they let the car pass because it don't look red no more.
Right.
Because it's full of mud.
Right.
But they don't know if they rat them out.
Right.
So then when they cross over, bro, they get into a fucking shootout with the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
And they're smoking those fools. But they fucking killed them all.
Wait. They're smoking what? The Rangers are smoking them?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, but they're smoking Texas Rangers too.
Nice.
And then the song is playing too. So they're like a spin out, whatever, a shootout. And then like the main actor, Fernando Almada, the Charles Bronson. He's Charles Bronson and Clint Eastwood and Chuck Norris at the same time, bro.
Right.
So this fool's laying there, bloody dead. His cowboy hat to the side. His big old fucking belt buckle with a rooster fucking a cow. Right? This motherfucker has a fucking gold ring with a fucking a little scale to measure bumps.
Nice.
The cop looks at him, bro, in English. Hey, who are your bosses? Who are your partners? Right? Fucking white dude, Texas Ranger.
He's dying out.
He's dying. And he goes, and he looks at him, perdóname, pero no sé cantar. And he goes, forgive me, but I don't know how to sing.
Nice.
And then they start playing. Salieron de San Isidro.
That's what's the name of this movie
La
again?
Banda de Carro Rojo.
Okay.
You should watch it with subtitles.
I'm going to watch it with subtitles.
It's a little.
There's like 2 movies I'm going to watch tonight. That's really going to be one of them now.
It holds up.
It holds up.
Yeah, and there's another movie, bro. There was an actor. This is my 70 actors, bro.
Okay.
Like I don't know much about the past
Right.
or the present, but I know these motherfuckers right here.
Yeah, this is good.
There's this dude called Valentin Trujillo.
Okay.
Look it up, fellow. Valentin Trujillo. And that guy was like a Tom Hardy of his time, bro. Like, if you're going to compare to an American actor, he's everybody with black hair that's making it right now. Like Christian Bale,
Right.
all those fools. But he's more like an action star.
Okay.
Like this fool in a movie called Perro Callejero Uno. That means Perro Callejero Uno, right? Like Perro Callejero means runaway dog, street dog 1, street dog 2.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's in a smaller movie, with that big singer Juan Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
All right. This movie was shot in America, and it's like a mixture of English and Spanish, and it's called Al Otro Lado del Puente. It's called, which the title is The Other Side of the Bridge, because Juan Gabriel, he grew up, in Mexico, right? And
Right.
he leaves Mexico to become a singer, but his mom, which is Lucha Villa, another famous singer, look her up, Lucha Villa. She is living in America with Valentin Trujillo because she went to America without her son, I guess, in the movie. But he's like a singer, bro, a big time singer. Juan Gabriel, bro. You fucking no,
Yeah,
I know
yeah, dude.
Dime que te va, whatever. That dude. But Valentin Trujillo, he's like a fucking thug, bro. A fucking
Like
hardcore
a hard ass
thug,
motherfucker, bro.
right? Like a motherfucker, crazy paisa, bro.
Got it.
Right? And a lot of shit happens, bro. But Juan Gabriel hooks up with a white chick, What?
Nice.
So that's the first
My boy
beaner.
right
That's the
there.
first. That's the first when you saw crackers and beaners together relationship. If you want to call it that way. Yeah, bro. That's the first time I said, "Órale, a chica learn how to sing or lie."
My mom used to tell me, because my uncles all married white women, and my mom would go, "Mijo, you see what your uncles are doing? They're just trophies to them. That's all white women are to Mexican men. They're trophies." And I remember thinking, like, "Fuck, I
You
hope."
should have told her, "Wow, you should teach me Spanish so he'll get me a runner-up."
Yes. All I remember thinking was like, I want a fucking trophy one day, homie. That's all. I want to get me one of them.
You should have told her, man, Mom, have you been out there, man? There's a lot of bad, broken trophies out there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. The alternate is mean to me. Thanks.
She's a trophy wife, yeah, bro, but she don't play golf, but she's holding a fucking bowling trophy.
You know what? I like that she rather fold up and cry when she gets upset than hit me.
So, dog, I don't know if he's looking for his estranged mom in the movie, but
There's a fucking.
that was Millennium Falcon leaving, bro, with a fucking stolen droids. So this movie, I remember these movies I'm telling you about. They're movies that were actually filmed in America by Mexican productions, you know, but they were English. They threw in English, and they threw in a white dude in there, but he was a border patrol.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
They had English. They had like English speaking in those films.
Yeah, so when he went over there he's pretty much meeting with A&R people, record producers, you know,
Right.
the record companies. So he's trying to make and be in movies. So he's playing kind of like a himself, but not really himself. But he's a singer already. But dude, the movie's hardcore, bro.
It sounds like it.
It is hardcore, like because I think that fool wearing a Pendleton at one time, you know, like they think he's a cholo or something.
Right.
But I don't know if his brother gets murdered or something, but dude, there's this sad ass part of the movie where he finally meets his mom, and his mom is doing laundry, and he's talking to his mom, and he's just telling her how much he loves her, and he's hugging her a lot, and he's kissing her. Ama, I did all this, I did all that. But she's not even looking at him, bro. She has no reflection. And I guess his mom was a heavy PCP user, a drug user too,
Okay.
in LA. So her mom in LA picked up a drug habit.
Okay.
So the movie's real, bro.
I was like, man,
It's hardcore. But when
that's
he's
like a very real subject, especially at that time, right? Like this is like
so when Juan Gabriel is hugging her, that song, he's playing that song, that really sad song. What's it called? Amor te quiero.
yeah, okay.
Que un día tu día.
Right.
It's a song that he wrote for his mom,
Yeah.
and that song plays in the movie, bro.
I've heard that song before.
It's like
yeah,
hardcore movie, bro.
yeah. Wow, real tearjerker.
Yeah.
as they
So
say.
that was a movie, bro, that I saw as a kid. But here's another movie I saw with my cousin Laura. She would take me to see horror films, bro.
Right. And
Like-
this is Mexican cinema, right? Like
Yeah.
these are like
This is a movie with Andres Garcia. This fool was like the sex symbol, bro. He was like, if you want to compare him, he's like the dude that always comes out with no t-shirt in movies.
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey. All right. He's like Matthew McConaughey, but Andres Garcia. Orale. This guy, bro, is a Mexican actor, bro. He was made to be in movies in Mexico the way he looks. Curly hair, kind of dark skin, blue eyes.
Oh, a very beautiful Spanish man.
Philip, look him up, right? Look him up. He has blue eyes, right? Andres Garcia. Beautiful man, huh? That fool, bro, is in a movie called Tintorera. Look at that movie, bro. Philip.
Tintorella.
Tintorera. I don't know what that means, bro. But it's almost like Mexico's version of Jaws.
Oh, okay.
Bro, in this movie, he has a buddy that's his friend, and they meet a white chick in the movie.
Nice.
Bro, they both have sex with her.
Good for them.
And she's one of those South African-looking white chicks
Okay.
with a little short blonde hair and the dark
Yeah,
skin and the little
right.
blonde bush. Bro, It's like a shark movie, right, Philip? Yeah, and there's another actor. What's his name? Mauricio Garces. It's a white actor, huh?
You stopped me. I'm still at White Bush.
What's his
Go
name?
ahead.
But the movie, it's a shark movie, yeah, bro. So I'm telling you, bro, listen. This is the movie where, at this time in Mexico or Latin cinema in Mexico, the movies were getting racy, bro. Like there was more boobs. Like while at this time in America, at this time in America, America was busting out Halloween.
Right.
Huh? Tintorera means killer shark.
Killer shark.
So this movie is about a killer shark and threesomes, right?
Fuck.
Huh?
Hugo Stiglitz.
Hugo Stiglitz. It's the other actor, bro. He's probably from Spain. When it was, they put in a white guy and they meet a white. So him and Andres Garcia, two blue-eyed motherfucker.
Right.
One Mexican, one not.
Right.
They hook up with a white chick or a Mexican chick, right? And they're out there looking for a killer shark, but they're having sex. Bro, they show them having sex with her together, bro. I think.
Like for real sex.
I think so. But I was a child
Not like movie
watching.
sex. It's like shadows and shit.
Show them the sex scene if they have it right.
God damn, dude. We're going to get kicked off YouTube for this.
Show it real quick or a picture at least, and then erase it. But yeah, Butch. Yeah, after the movie ends, when the shark eats that other dude, the white dude,
right?
The girl falls in love with him because she loves both of them, and they break up.
What came first, Tintorella or Jaws?
Jaws.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, dog. So once the shark eats the other guy,
right,
she can't be with just him.
Why?
Because she used to be with both of them.
Oh.
So she's heartbroken.
So they had a relationship, all three of them, in this movie. And this movie was made when?
In the 70s, right, Philip?
Get the fuck out of
77,
here.
before Jaws? Yeah, so 2 years later after Jaws.
Get the fuck out of here, though. To me, the more amazing or the more...
It's a good movie, bro.
The more mind-blowing thing is that we're talking about a very, very... progressive thing.
Who directed that movie?
Two men and a woman having a relationship. Even in the 70s, that was kind of really taboo.
Bro,
and in Mexico at that.
Oh yeah, at that time, Mexico was making a lot of great racy movies like that at the time. Who? Rene Cardona, director of Tintorera. There's a movie, Philip, look it up. It's called Mexico, Ra, Ra, Ra.
I've heard of this movie.
That movie right there, when that movie came out, tell me the year, Philip. Huh? Oh my gosh.
75.
See, that movie, bro, was the first movie to show Mexico's dark side.
Okay, so I read about this. Yeah, tell me about
Like in this movie, bro, it starts off, I don't know how it starts off, but they show a guy being stupid and peeing on over the bridge on cars. Like he pulled his penis out and he's peeing over the bridge.
They show his penis.
Yeah, and he's peeing on cars. And later on, he's doing vandalism, bro, like breaking windows.
Wow, okay.
But then the next scene, you see motherfuckers catch up to him and beat the fuck out of him, bro. Another scene, these two Mexican ladies who are with their children, they get caught shoplifting, and the cops tell them we're not gonna let you go and take them to the back seat and start grabbing their boobs, bro.
Okay,
while their kids
very
are
real.
while their kids are outside.
Right.
Then they show fucking drug smuggling in and out of bro. The movie is hardcore.
Mexico,
rah, rah, rah. And then there's another movie that I saw in Mexico, but this was look up a movie. I don't know what it's called, Philip. It's called Mexican Prison Film 1970. And I will get to that one right now, bro. Which real quick, watch, you'll see. That's funny, bro, how I didn't have to read to know this.
No, bro. This is what I've been looking for.
But this is a real hardcore, this movie is really, really hardcore. So, dude, this movie that Philip looking up, there's no big actors in this movie. It's like independent probably, but it's all based on this film. Or maybe Mexico, Ra, 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 the same film. But I don't know. But in this film, maybe if you look up I know a line from the movie. It's called "Suéltame, hijo de tu pinche madre."
Whoa, what?
Because the movie starts off where there's a little box, a prison cell,
Okay.
and this guy sticks his head out to look, and a guard passes by and grabs him by the hair and starts fucking with his hair real quick to be funny, and then pretends to give him a kiss, and that fool's talking shit to the guard. Let go of me, you fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. But in Spanish, suéltame, hijo de tu pinche madre. So, dude, long story short, there's a prison fight in this fucking movie, bro. Like, inside a cell. Hardcore prison fight, bro. They're fucking cracking skulls. There's blood flying everywhere. There's caca everywhere, bro. There's fucking guards losing lives, bro. They don't know how to separate these motherfuckers, bro. They don't know how to separate this fight. Guess how they separate the fight?
How?
They start putting in big ass tubes through the cells,
Right.
to separate them, bro. So they're all like this now, bro. They start bringing tubes,
They're
metal tubes.
they're impaling them, sort of. They're not.
Yeah, but they're not stabbing them.
They're
moving,
holding them with it.
They're
against
moving it
wall
out of
or
the way.
something. Yeah. Wow. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, and it's hardcore, man. Like they show like families who live in the prison, and people who have general stores in the prison. They show prison smuggling, bro.
This is a very real thing too. I mean, there's so many documentaries on prisons in Mexico now that you could watch them and know that that's how they work too.
Yeah, man. I will see a lot of sexual assaults in a lot of these movies.
Right.
Like a lot of the Vicente Fernandez. Like there was a movie, Vicente Fernandez. He was in a movie based on joking around. It's called Picardía Mexicana.
Okay.
Picardía. Picardía, Philip. Look it up. Picardía Mexicana.
Picardía.
Yeah, which is means joking around.
Okay.
And they made like maybe 4 or 5 movies. And it's just Vicente Fernandez getting fucked up, singing and cracking jokes to the whole movie. But in a rhyming way.
Right.
Like, hey, cabeza de melón, bájate los pantalones para que te dé el chonchón.
Okay.
Hey,
It is real, like this
cara
is real
de
footage of him getting
cara de
fucked up.
miel, abre las piernas y dime quién. Hey, ese de rosa. Bájate los pantalones y te dejó la panocha bien rosa. You know, like, they're all rhyming words.
Right.
But the whole movie is fools joking around, rhyming like, hey, you with the big lips, open those legs and I put my ship in. Like this.
Yeah,
hey, you with the dark hair, come over here and light this flare. You know, something like that.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, so a lot of the rhyming and
Right.
a lot of the stuff about when I come up with funny stuff like that, I get it from that movie.
Okay.
Because that movie was which is modern day. Huh? Yeah, they're called limericks, right? You remember limericks from comedy?
Yeah, like there once was a girl from there once was a guy from Nantucket
who had a big dick, had to tuck it.
He had whose big dick was so big you had to suck it or something. He could suck it.
But those are limericks.
Yeah.
So that's what the movie's about. If you want to really get down to the history of comedy, Vicente Fernandez does a bunch of limericks in that movie.
That's actually we should have discussed that in the history of comedy, because that's something that I didn't even think about was happening.
We did talk about it with Benny Hill.
That's right. We did talk about it with Benny Hill, but we didn't talk about it with Vincent Fernandez.
Yeah. What'd you say? Is that what year? No, it was a movie that came out in the 70s. Or just look up prison fight scene Mexico ra ra ra. It's probably the same movie. I don't know. Yeah, bro. So that's the Spanish movie I saw back then, which is I remember one time I told my mom when we were talking about Mexican films, or my mother and I, we had a discussion, about modern day Mexican cinema, because
we were having a cinematic discussion.
Because there was a time, when my father handed me a Canon camera, a Pentax. I'll chip out when people got I'm gonna get a little bit off subject here, but we're gonna get back to Latin cinema and all the movies that I watched over the years that were in Spanish. But I hate, bro, when like I know you, you know me, and you know, bro, if I was how you say it? Can you amplify your answer, please?
Could be more specific.
When they were like, can you be more specific?
Yeah.
Or when people have a rehearsed statement, they always say. Like my father loves films. My father loves films. He loves comic books, and he loves reading anything that's written in a little tiny little book. My dad was always reading, but we were in Ali X one time, and there was a bag. Oh, my dad was the king of go get that bag. My father was a king of go get that bag. Somebody left it. They don't want it.
Right. Yeah.
But when they come back, they ain't gonna come back. I've been watching that shit for an hour.
Yes.
Like my dad was a king of finding shit that someone left behind.
Right.
But he didn't find it. He found it, bro. Like one thing is you forgot this. Hey, you forgot this.
Yeah.
But my dad was the kind of man that if you forgot it and he saw you forget it, he'll run. He'll call you. You grab it. Your shit is here.
Right.
But he's also the king also of if you left it behind and you haven't been back in like a 25 30 hours.
It's mine.
Hasta la vista.
That's same here. I'm with your dad on that one.
What happened?
It's the wind. Wind's real crazy today.
Oh wow. So my dad found I opened a bag and it was a pen. It was a fucking badass camera. It was a Pentax. Bro, it was the camera
Gold
that Peter Parker was holding in the fucking Spider-Man series.
Spider-Man, yeah.
It had that little canvas.
Oh, wow.
Like a guitar case style. And when you took a photo, you felt like a photographer. You went...
Right, yeah.
And it had those numbers that I don't know what the fuck they're for.
Yeah.
And they had the fucking lens, aperture, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you had no idea what
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But every time I took a shot, you would see the thing go...
Yeah.
Like, make them...
Yeah.
And,
fancy.
Yeah. So, my dad is funny, dude. Like, this is how I know like I was going to be just like him right there. I should have noticed it then, but now I noticed it that. My dad pointed out to go get the bag, and since I went to go grab it, not him, I felt that it belonged to me too.
Right. I have a similar story like this, but yeah.
Dude, to this day, I felt like this motherfucker always claimed my camera.
Right. Hey, where's half my camera at, dog? I need 2 weeks.
Guess what, bro? What is that girl that used to work for fucking Sony up north, and you guys work together on a podcast when you were in?
Oh, Erica.
Erica,
yeah.
If you ever see her, bro, tell her to give me that camera, bro.
Yeah.
Because I gave it to her to fix, and she had to give it back.
That camera.
A Pentax.
I will hit her. We're still friends. I'll hit her up. Yeah. Erica Menjivar, I'm coming for you.
And you got passes for the San Francisco show or San Jose if you have that camera back. So she fixed it for me, bro. And she fucking said, wow, she was impressed. But it's an old school camera.
That's a nice
So
camera.
Anyway, even though like he saw the bag, go get it. I opened it up. There was other stuff in there, but I grabbed the camera. But my dad, bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog. There's pictures of my dad with that camera. He fucking put film in it. He was at the zoo and shit. He didn't even know how. He just went. He don't know aperture. He don't know nothing. Dog. He was just taking photos.
With it.
Motherfucker, I could show you a bag full of red eyes.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Yeah, that shit's very. I don't even understand that shit.
You know what was sad? Like now, bro, you get you can get a camera on your phone, bro.
Right.
No problem.
Everything does it. Yeah.
Printed, bro. I remember taking your photos to the Photomat, Thrifties, or Save-Ons.
Yeah, they had little drive-thrus too that you could go through.
They're all bong shops now.
They are, dude.
They sell cigarettes.
I wonder what happened to the one that we had by my house. The buildings are still there. I'm gonna go look because we used to have a little place that we would go to develop film, rent movies, and then my mom would always hit them up for the containers because she would put glue in them and stuff and glitter.
Hey, the people that process your photos back then, Photomat, whoever did it for you, they when when they would give you a bad, like, you know how sometimes you would check, you would get your photos, and some are really bad, like a little green or something.
Yeah.
Or there was bad lighting.
Right.
They will still charge you for those, huh?
There became I remember that they used to, and enough people complained by the end of that era. I know the last few years that you could take the ones you didn't want, and they would deduct that.
I mean, Ron and Dangerfield had that joke about that way of getting photos was, oh yeah, that family, they were so ugly, man. They put the negatives on frames. But when you like watching movies, right? You know, I know everybody has their way of watching movies growing up. And you have a sister? Just one sister?
Two sisters.
Two sisters. They're a lot older, a lot younger?
One's younger than me, and the other one's older. But I don't ever talk to the one younger than me.
But did you guys have movie night at your house where you guys go in a movie?
Oh, we were all into movies.
Like who? Like
all of us.
Your pops, your dad, everybody together? It was fun times, huh?
Well, some of it was like, we had movies where we never watched with my mom. Because she would talk through the whole fucking movie.
Oh my God! What would she say?
And then she would go, "Why would he do that? What is this? What is happening here? Why would this?" And then she would go, "What happened again? What was his name? Can you rewind it?" And it was like,
sounds like me, dog.
So she actually volunteered to like leave and go watch TV in the other room because she knew that. And we would watch movies with my dad. It was my dad, my sisters, and me. And yeah, man. I mean, our whole lives growing up was repeating movie lines to each other or having nicknames for movies that we would watch.
I'm this guy, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. What movie was that guy in?
Yeah. You know, me and my girl.
I'm this guy, bro. Hey, hold up. Is that the killer from the last movie we saw?
Yeah.
And my wife says, "Yeah, fuck. Now I know how it ended." Play. So if I'm watching a movie that's an hour and a half, it's gonna be 3 hours.
It's gonna be a 3-hour movie. That's how it is with me and my girlfriend. Because I'll stop and go, wait a minute. If I'm this guy, then I'm not gonna fucking be like that. I'm gonna be fucking more pissed off. I'm gonna fucking come in I'm gonna come in fucking fire, dude. Nobody talks like that. Okay, let's watch the movie, and then she'll do the same thing.
That's why I can't. Like I guess Hollywood has us thinking about African American people one way, and we think about them and know them in a different way.
Right.
Because that's why I couldn't get past that movie Barbarian, bro. Because I don't know any black woman that'll show up to an Airbnb, see a creepy white guy already there, and stay there anyways.
And be cool with it. Right. And then not be vocal about it.
Do you know any woman, period?
No. Fuck no. That would do that. No. But that's the thing though, is that's what film does. And the thing that is weird to me is,
I mean, if it was Idris Elba, I could understand going, wow.
But
well, if you have nowhere to go, honey.
Right. If it was Idris Elba, I'd stay.
Yeah, I'll be there playing. Hey, man, teach me how to play chess, will you?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Felipe Elba, bro, shit. I'll bring out that bong. We're going to watch the British Bake Off, motherfucker. We're going to love, because I love that old lady.
I'd shake his hand, and my room key would be in my hand. When I'd shake it, I'd be all 236.
You know, it'd be a funny ass show, bro. All right, people. Okay, man. So we're back. You know, I was away for 30 days, but I'm back now, man. Welcome to the Cocaine Bake Off.
Nice.
Today we're gonna cook with cocaina. We're gonna make crack. Okay.
Kilos. We're gonna cut like this.
We got a first contestant right here. So you're the guy that went into my secret stash. And then, the next guy, hey. Too much fentanyl.
He keels over and
Hey. Okay, I'm gonna replace him now. I'm his
you have a replacement.
I'm his cousin, Jose. Hey, how you doing, man?
We need to make that sketch. That's a good sketch right there.
Yeah, man. So Those are a lot of movies that I saw growing up were dealt with drugs and a lot of mariachi singing, bro.
Right.
There's another movie that's a classic called La that we saw, bro, that we cried, bro, as little kids. I remember crying this movie called La Niña de la Mochila Azul.
La Niña
De la Mochila Azul.
de la Mochila Azul.
With Pedrito Fernandez. Everybody say I look like that kid, bro. Pedrito Fernandez. Look that fool.
Pedrito.
That fool look like Paul Rodriguez and P-Rod had a baby, bro.
What was it? Pedrito Fernandez.
Look it up.
Oh, shit, dog.
They say I look like him.
Like,
and
Paul Rudd had a baby.
I look like him and another actor named Alberto Vasquez. Look that fool up. Alberto Vasquez.
Alberto Vasquez. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Wow.
So,
imagine.
I saw a lot of the movies I saw that were from Mexico were comedies, bro.
Okay.
But they were all like nasty, like girls with big boobs, bro. Big old culotes, bro.
Was that the majority of what you watched when you were younger, or did you watch American movies as well, or whatever was in front of you?
Well, with my mom and dad, always Spanish movies.
Right. Were your parents only Spanish speakers, or did they speak English too?
Now they do, but back then, no. That the only movie that we ever saw together as a family that was English was Scarface.
Fuck yeah.
Man, we had a big, cause you know how Scarface is a long movie?
Right. I love that movie.
We went to Sun Valley, California, where I don't know if we talked about this before. We went to Sun Valley, California, and my cousin at the time, anyways, long story short, my little niece, she was Miss Sun Valley back in the 80s.
Okay.
Little Mexican girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we went to their house, and they had the big old wok. Ceviche, bro. All ceviche. Like, it was all ceviche, bro. So everybody was making tostadas all day.
Wow. That sounds fucking wonderful.
Yeah, man. It was fucking delicious, bro. It was made all with fish. It was made with fish,
Ceviche.
shrimp, and imitation crab. But it was bomb, bro. Like, it was delicious.
That sounds amazing.
It was perfect, bro. We put it with fucking tapatio sauce. Man, we had snacks. We had a fucking, like, the poor man, hot Cheetos, tapatio, Valentina, and anything.
Yeah.
And they were making pork. Gotta make pork.
Fuck yeah.
So we watched
like chicharrones?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know have you ever had the chicharron, right? The
Fuck
baked
yeah.
chicharron. Okay, have you
The
ever
big sheet that you get at the Mexican store. Yeah.
Okay, you know the big sheet?
Yes.
Okay, everybody knows the big sheet of chicharron. You could buy the fucking the one that looks like the size of Fred Flintstone and shit.
Yes, dude, that's how I eat my pozole.
So, okay, you know how the chicharron has of course the skin, which is hot, it's hard,
Right. Yeah.
but it's like a if you're a meat eater, you know how it is, bro. It's it's a gentle, delicious
oh, God, it's
pork
amazing.
brittle.
Yes, dude, I love. Oh,
Just imagine,
you're making me hungry
imagine
right now.
peanut brittle, but with a slightly taste of game and gamey with a little salt and pepper. But you have a little lemon. It takes away the gamey part, and what you have is a delicious piece of meat.
Right, dude. Yes.
So that's how good it is. That's that part. But then right over that part of the skin, there's a sliver of that, which is it's still fat, and that's the part that holds that part to this part I'm talking about.
Right.
This part is the middle part. It's all pieces of square fats.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
square
yeah.
fats, and then the side is just meat.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you know the little square fats? That's what they were cooking only. So they cut that part off, Butch,
Right.
and they cut it up in little cubes.
Yeah.
And when it was a bowl of cubes, they put whatever, and they put it all in that hot oil, and they took it off the whisk, and they put it on the side, and we were eating that with tacos.
Okay, thanks for watching History for Fools. We're gonna
Bro. Bro.
That sounds amazing, bro.
You know what that was to me?
Can we go eat after this?
You know, at the time when I was eating that, you know what it felt like it felt like fucking the little pizza rolls.
Yeah.
You know how you bite it?
Yeah.
And all that cheese melts your throat.
Squishiness goes to the back.
Bro, that manteca, Lord, was burning my throat.
That's a good burn, though, bro. That's a sweet, fabulous.
Yeah, so it was that the square part of the chicharron, bro. But it was coming out of the oven, bro. Soft.
Yeah.
With a little bit of meat on the bottom.
Bro, that sounds.
Half of the people in that room already died of heart attacks by now.
That's better than steak, dog. To me, that shit's better than steak.
People
I love a good steak.
So imagine eating all that food and still watching Scarface. How can you go back to popcorn and nachos?
How do you fucking go anywhere else after that? You had really good family nights, bro. That's amazing.
So that was the only English movie we saw together. The rest were all Spanish.
Okay.
But as far as like horror films in Mexico,
right,
I can't think of any Butch growing up watching any.
It was mostly action and shit like that.
Mostly action, singing,
romance,
and booze popping up.
What about comedy? Did you watch a lot of comedy film? Was there a lot of comedy film, or was it mostly television?
Comedy film with Vicente Fernandez.
Right.
And there used to be a guy named Capolina. He was a Mexican actor, and he would play like
Capolina.
He would play like the drunk guy.
Right.
He was dark skinned Mexican guy.
Yeah.
He would like he had like a loose tie, a ripped coat, a hat, but you could see his head.
I've seen that guy. I've seen old pictures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was another guy. Hey, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Tú dime que. ¿Cómo no? A ver, ¿cómo no? And that was Clavillazo. That fool used to wear a trench coat with a little hat like this.
I've seen that guy too.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy too.
So obviously, those were the comedy films. But they were all like happy comedy, bro. But then, those fucking Vicente Fernandez, that shit was fucking nasty.
So
bro.
my experience with that was going to my mom would leave us at our grandmother. My grandmother didn't speak English. She's not from Mexico, but our family goes back to El Paso when it was part of Mexico. So like she didn't speak Spanish. She had to have like a card that identified her as an American citizen. So when we go to my mom would drop her off at her house, we would watch those movies with her. But I didn't know the names of them. And then when you start talking about the images you were discussing right now, those are the images I remember and she would be laughing so hard. I had no fucking clue what we were watching, but she would laugh. I remember it being entertained though. Like I remember thinking like I don't understand what they're talking about, but it's still fun to watch.
Yeah, man. But getting back to the drive-ins, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember watching like right before I don't know if the movies had intermissions. But
Back in the day. Yeah.
But it would start off 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And there was a big old fucking pizza in the screen, bro.
Yeah.
No, at the snack bar.
Right.
Playing right now.
Right. That's when you'd see like in old movies you'd see
the dancing soda hot dog.
Yeah, let's all go to the snack bar. Let's all go to the
You can find us on YouTube too.
Yeah,
all those songs. Let's go back to the snack bar.
To get ourselves a snack.
I went to a snack bar once, bro.
Never have I ever been to the snack bar at the drive-in, other than that time I went to the bathroom.
Butch, as a kid, you probably, as an adult, I could see why you wouldn't go now. But back then, bro, they had hamburgers and hot dogs wrapped in that foil that looks like foil in the back. Like
it's amazing. Those are the best.
Like
hot dogs
those burgers from AM/PM, but
right.
bigger.
Better
hot dogs.
Also better.
And they have popcorn, bro, where they would just put that gooey ass syrupy butter.
Well, I've gone as an adult, but when I was a kid, we never went. But as an adult, every time I go to the drive-in, I come back with 3 fucking hot dogs, cheese and chili in one, mustard and onions in the other, and ketchup and relish in the third. And then nachos and fucking Coke and popcorn.
Philip will get mad if you eat his nachos.
He looks like the kind of guy that would get mad if you ate his nachos. I'll get mad if you eat my
Isaac
nachos.
too, bro. I think I think he could wait till the movie starts to start eating.
I'm the same way.
I can't, bro. By the time the movie starts, I have nothing.
You're done with your popcorn and
I'm,
candy.
I'm already looking at other people's food, bro.
Yeah, I used to be. I was a fucking dick to my. I had a little cousin who was like my little brother, and he lived with us. And I would do things like, let's see who could eat our candy first, and he would like fuck yeah, I win. And I'd be like, damn, you won, bro. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna just have to enjoy my candy normal now.
Bro, I went to the movie theaters with Philip and Ivan. Yeah. And we went to not Taco Bell, Pollo Loco right across the street, I think.
Right.
And we got some fat-ass burritos, huh? Some fat-ass Pollo Loco burritos, bro.
Hell
we were
yeah.
eating them inside
That's the best.
movie theater. Yeah. We sneak them in, yeah. We put them in our arms, bro.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Did you ever buy candy at the fucking... When you went to the movies with your mom?
Never, bro.
They were in the purse, right?
Bro, and when I was a kid here in LA, and we would go to the movie theaters here in downtown LA, they had like the hot dog, right? But they had a little glass box,
right,
where you could see all the candy. And I'm gonna tell you, there were no M&Ms, bro. They had that Mexican candy, bro. They had like the little the little coconut, the little one that looked like a fucking nutter, like a peanut butter fudge.
What's the one where you open up the top and it's got like red? It looks like Neapolitan ice cream.
They had that one too.
What was it called?
It was Neapolitan coconut.
Yeah, but it has a name. It's delicious.
El tri.
It's like papillon. It's like
papalote.
So I can't remember. My son eats
Papa
that shit
verga.
all the time. Not that. So when you were growing up watching movies, when you watched American movies, now imagine you grew up like every kid in America when you go to the movies with your friends, you go see Top Gun or you go see fucking E.T. or whatever. What? Duvalin. That's what it's called.
Oh, Duvalin. It comes with a little spoon.
It comes with a little spoon. So fucking good. Was there ever a time that you felt like you...
Yeah, stop you right there.
Yeah.
There's an ice cream shop by the house you can walk to right there. La Michoacana, and they have Duvalin ice cream pops.
I've seen that place.
They got Duvalin, bro, in an ice cream pop. They do, right, Philip? Yeah.
I got a destination today. I gotta go pick up weed by the house, so I'm gonna go stop by that place.
Yeah, man.
Did you ever feel like, oh, there's nobody I identify with? Or when you saw someone who was Hispanic on TV, did you go, oh, that's me, or that's...
Hell yeah, bro. Every time I saw a Latino in anything, I always like stood out. Like
it was
those,
notable to you.
Fuck yeah, like those two cholos in Napoleon Dynamite in that car.
Yeah.
They stood out to me more than Pedro.
More than Pedro did, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and then in Friday, those two cholos that got Chris Tucker all PCP'd out. How can you forget those guys?
Yeah,
You remember them, bro.
Those guys are great. Or the ones in part 2 were fucking great too.
Little Spider and Big Spider, bro.
So for me, it was Punch from Chips. Like I really was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna look like when I'm older. I'm gonna be fucking Punch, and because there was nobody else on TV at the time.
I like that you always think big, bro.
Huh?
I like that you always dream big.
Yes, big. I didn't know that Slimer also was an option. But yeah, like to me, that was like, oh, that's the fucking man right there.
Instead you grow to be Dorsey, bro.
Well, the problem is that growing up, okay, so that's like 70s. I'm a kid that was like growing up in the 80s. I think you were too, right?
Yeah.
Then you had like Hunter and Miami Vice.
This fool said, I was just saying, I thought I'm talking a third party here, but you said it, I don't know if it was this episode or the last episode, Hunter beating up Mexicans every week.
Dude, he did. I remember.
Hey, he shoot motherfuckers up close, too.
I was so mad, bro.
And up close, too.
Yeah.
Not far.
Bro, that motherfucking cop killed every Mexican and Colombian that came across him.
I would look at him and go, come on, bro. You used to play for the Rams.
Bro, I hated that show. My mom would watch it all the time. And my mom's like very civil rights, like March with Cesar Chavez kind of lady. And I'm like, dude, this guy kills Mexicans in every fucking... It's either Mexicans or Colombians. That's it. And it was always the drug dealer. It was always the guy with like tons of kilos. And he was fucking... and like fucking, and it's like, dude, that's even at like 10 years old. I'm like, that can't be us. That doesn't, and I hated that. I was very cognizant about that at a very young age. Hunter's kind of a deep track though, right? Because people don't really remember that one as much as they remember Miami Vice. But Hunter was very, also. Oh, I remember watching an episode.
Hunter was. If you watch Hunter now, you see commercials for that horrible candy Brock.
Right. Yes. Yes. It's the same guy, right? Or something yeah. But I remember watching what's the helicopter?
Knight Rider.
It was like the Knight Rider.
Blue Thunder.
Something like that.
Nighthawk. So
Knight Rider was one of them too.
Blackwing.
Stop! You're fucking up my mind now because I can't remember.
T.J. Hooker.
T.J. Hooker's another one.
Adam 12.
I don't think Adam 12 necessarily. Airwolf. Airwolf. Thank you, Lisa.
I never watched Airwolf.
Fucking loved Airwolf until they fucking killed some fucking drug dealer that was a fucking like Mexican guy, and I was like, dude, why can't we be flying helicopters? Why can't I be? We in the 70s we were cops. Like like our paunch was, and then now in this new era, we're drug dealers and gang members for a long time. I mean, even if you think of Bruce Almighty, the only Latin dude in the fucking whole film is a gang member who picks on him, and then that guy ends up being a gang member in every other film after that.
I saw you know that scene you're talking about with Emilio Rivera, Noel G, and them other cholos with Bruce Almighty, Jim Carrey.
Yes.
I talked to Emilio Rivera one time when he was filming that movie. He said that scene took most of the time of the movie because Jim Carrey kept changing it because he kept adding different things to it, and there was a scene that was cut out of the movie where Emilio's Jim Carrey, maybe he was high or whatever, but he looked at everybody and goes, "I have an idea." He says, "Time out. I have an idea. Hear me out. What if Emilio's tattoos come to life and they go inside his butt or something like that?"
Right. Which is kind of the joke of and that's what he was going for.
And they go, "That's pretty expensive, And then he goes doing other stuff. That's pretty expensive.
They have to animate all that.
And then he goes, "I'll pay for it."
No way, really?
I'll pay for it. So, in essence, even though the scenes were never saw on film, they were never shot on film. Emilio got to work extra days
because of that. And got paid for it.
Got paid way a lot more money than they were expecting.
That's great.
But
that's the good part you don't hear about.
Yeah. And so that was the scene that they cut. His tattoos coming to life and going inside his butt or something like that, or something crazy, or eating him. But that they stood out, right?
They stood out, and that's the thing, man. Is like I tried to when you sent me that one, Inventing Latinos. There's something also that she talks about that kind of like throughout the whole book.
I thought it would be woke, but it wasn't.
It's not. No, it's very statistical. It's a lot of good information. There's a little bit of of opinion in it that I kind of go, you're pushing some things here, but 90% of that book is 99% of the book's amazing. But what it also made me realize is the influence in who we are. Again, we're this culture of people who turned into Americans overnight, and we're constantly fighting a battle of identity in this white country. And the only real identity we see outside of ourselves is through media. And for me, it was drug dealers, gang members, and shit like that.
Pornista ley.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, that's not us. That's not completely all of us. But it's hard. I wonder what the impact on identity was overall with people. I didn't get to dive into that too much, but I always wonder what the influence was and how it affected us demographically.
That's why I like Emilio Rivera's joke. I'm going to quote Emilio Rivera's stand-up bit. He goes, how come, always got to be a cholo, eh? Right. Why can't it be a lawyer that gangbangs on the side?
That's a great joke. That's a great joke. Exactly.
I'm trying to think about the last time there was a movie where everybody was Latino and there was no message, bro. Here in America, not Mexico.
None. No. That's the thing, dude. Is that, and then if it is like, yeah, exactly. If it's a Latino person that's doing something like with success, then it's a message. Then it's it's some sort of lesson or like, it's like you can't get a fucking movie where this guy's a lawyer and he's successful and he meets a girl and she almost dies.
Like,
and they have this whole thing and it's just Mexican. It's just Mexican people.
Like
and that's not the emphasis.
Like if you were to pitch a movie, Butch Escobar, comedy movie.
Right.
The movie about saving his mom's house.
Right.
And somebody trying to steal his house.
Right.
And along the way, he has to earn a lot of money to save his house.
Right.
And then a lot of people are saying, nah, that ain't going to work, man.
Right.
But then you go to this, all right, how about Adam Sandler? Works real hard to save his grandma's house.
Right.
Does a lot of crazy stuff. Billy Madison.
Hey, here's the idea with Butch, though. Let's make him a drug dealer. Let's make him a gang member.
And the house become the crack house.
Right. See, and that's the thing, dude, is that's what it is. And that's what they do to us. That's how they be doing us, dog. And they did that to us for a very, very long time. And
I remember they were pitching a Willie Barcena a show, whatever, right? This guy was pitching a crazy-ass show. And everything was going great. But your neighbor is a vampire.
they're pitching this to Willie.
It was back in the day, bro, but your neighbor.
Oh, my God.
Like, he was supposed to get excited, bro, that your neighbor's a vampire.
Right.
And I remember thinking to myself, if somebody would have pitched that shit to me back then.
How fucking stupid.
How about it's a chick with hickeys?
They're all same thing.
How about we just change the whole movie around? Make my family a circus. And the whole show is about us looking for a white ringleader.
Right. Well, I'll give credit where credit's due for sure. Like, I haven't seen the new George Lopez television show. Sorry, George, but the first one I was always impressed by because other than culturally how they behaved, there was no emphasis that this is a Latino family who's doing good, it's just a fucking dude. He's a regular guy who has a regular job. He's got a wife who has a regular job. They have a 2-story beautiful home. And there's no emphasis or nothing to be learned here. It's just a great show that could be enjoyed by everybody. But the majority of the cast is Latino. And when else have you seen that? When else have you seen that on TV? Where it's like just take King of Queens and make them Mexican. There's no emphasis that they're Mexican. It's just that they happen to be Mexican. There's no other show that does that.
I heard this excuse many times, not in my situation, but in articles you read these lines. He goes, they don't know how to write for Latinos. It doesn't matter. You just write for them like you write a normal person.
Right. But here's another idea.
Because they don't know how to write for Latino without being racist, what they're really saying.
Well, here's another fucking idea. Hire Latino writers. Because God knows there's a fucking bunch of them.
Yeah, hire someone that came out of the hood, by the way. Don't hire someone that his dad's a doctor, and this guy's a lawyer, and this guy knows Latinos from the outside, man. I want somebody from the inside.
Well, this is what makes me angry, bro, is that there's not... Again, we're underrepresented. There's not a lot of Latino directors. There's not a lot of Latino writers. There's not don't worry, we hire minorities. And again, man, I hope black people do not get offended by this because you need just as much work as we do and you need to be represented as much as we do. But there's so many times where I go to a club in the Bay Area, not going to mention names here, but it's like, Butch, we have diversity. Look at our lineup. And it's like, white guy, black dude, and a black dude with a maybe some Mexican guy or Indian guy, but no Mexican
and a white guy, blind, in a wheelchair.
So who does it satisfy? That satisfies white people complaining that there needs to be more diversity. Fine, because they don't see differences. White people just see you're white, or you're other. And so it's like, well, black people fall under other. So as long as there's black people on the lineup, we're fucking cool. But like in the Bay Area, there's over, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 Latino comedians that are not being put on flyers. And if you look up, I challenge anybody, look up any comedy club in America and tell me how many Latinos are on there versus other races, versus other people. We're underrepresented. And that's what pisses me off. Is like, oh, you don't know how to fucking appeal to Latin audiences? These white writers really having a hard time figuring out what Latin people want. Then fucking hire Latin people, you fucking morons.
I know, man. At least one.
At least one. Or two.
3, man. I got a friend.
Yeah. And if you need a guy to run your engineering, we got Philip over here.
Like sometimes when you look at a cast, like you go to IMDb and you try to find those cholos you liked in that movie.
Right.
But they're all from Spain, bro.
God damn, dude.
Or one of them from New Zealand.
Yeah, he's like Maori or some shit like that. That's the one guy. What's the one guy that plays a cholo and he's a terrorist? What's the guy's name? Huh?
Noel G? Douglas Curtis.
No. What's it? Cliff Curtis.
Yeah, Cliff Curtis. He was in that movie once when we were warriors.
Yes, and he was also in Whale Rider. He also plays the cholo in fucking Training Day. Yeah, and he's
a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he has a Kiwi accent.
Yeah, Fear of the Walking Dead, something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, nothing against him, bro. I'm pretty sure
No,
when they were casting that show, they wanted to represent the Maoris because they watched American television way over there too.
Sure they do, and they should be, I guess, but still, who's consuming? Who's consuming? And that's the thing is, I think it's either in the book that we read together or the Latinos in Film book, where it says it notes that like we are a lot. I think we're like 25% consumers of television, of American television, American media. We watch a lot of we watch I think it's like 30-40% comedy. There's this number that breaks down, and when I say like 20% of media, that's a huge chunk of media. Yeah. So I mean we're one of the largest buyers of this product, yet this product doesn't identify with us as much as we'd like it to.
And that's what we're gonna discuss next time.
On the next
History for Foos.
See you guys next time.